I know that Heavenly Father truly watches over and protects every single one of his missionaries. And an experience I had in one of my areas, I mean, it may not seem like a huge miracle, but the Spirit really touched me, and I was able to grow from that experience. And so what happened is we were going to find this family that we had talked to before. We just had contacted them, and we were going to go back to see if they happened to be home, to see if we could start teaching them a lesson. And well, in Peru, and I'm guessing, probably in most of South America, there's probably lots of stray dogs. They're just, especially in Peru, there's just stray dogs everywhere, and it's really sad. But we were walking through the back part of our area, and then I remember these two dogs were walking towards us, and I just got a bad feeling all of a sudden. And I just prayed in my mind as we were walking. I was like, Heavenly Father, please protect me, please keep us safe. I just had a feeling that I needed to pray for that. But then the dogs walked past us, so I was like, okay, so we're good. And so we kept walking, and then we were going around the corner to go to this family's house. And so before, the first time we had gone by this house, there was this dog, and it was huge, like the dog from Sandlot big. Like, it was really big and really scary. And so I was kind of nervous to go back anyways, but I thought, well, maybe it won't be around that area. Maybe we'll luck out and we'll be able to, slide through without having to go past that dog. And so we get up to this family's door, and luckily we haven't come across that dog yet. So I was like, okay, so we're probably good. So we knock on the door, we wait, and we knocked for a while, and the family wasn't there. So just as we're about to walk away, I look over, and around the other corner of all these little houses, here comes that dog. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. And I was really nervous. And so I just I told my companion, so we just kind of started to walk away slowly because we didn't want to start running and then have it come after us. And so we started to, back up slowly, but then it was really scary because it was climbing over these little walls and these rocks and things and coming towards us. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I was really scared and freaking out. And then all of a sudden I just had this feeling just shoot through me, and it was don't move. And so I was just standing there, and I closed my eyes, and I could feel the dog come up next to me. And then I felt like a quick pressure on both sides of my leg, and then the dog whimpered and then kind of growled but walked away. And I was like, what in the world just happened? So I looked down, there was slobber on my skirt, and so it was the dog had tried to bite me, but then it was it was shocked or something, and it whimpered and it walked away. And I thought that was so amazing because I prayed, because I remember I had prayed, and I was like, well, did Heavenly Father really answer my prayer? And that was a great opportunity for him to teach me, because he, I know that he protected me at that time. Because as we were walking away, there was this guy a little bit down the road that had seen what happened, and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. He's like, well, didn't the dog bite you? I was like, no, I think it was about to, but it didn't. But he's like, that same dog bit me, and this is what it did. And so he pulled up his pant leg, and there was around his whole leg, there was just this nasty infection and scarred, and it looked horrible. And I thought, holy cow, that could have happened to me, or worse. But I know that he put me in that situation to be able to teach me in a unique way, that he really was there and that he really did protect me. And it may seem like a small way, but I know that he loved me enough to be able to teach me in that situation. It was interesting, not only that he loved me enough to protect me, but just in life, that sometimes Heavenly Father puts us through situations and we're like, what's happening? I thought I prayed for this, so why is this hard thing happening? But he ultimately knows what's best for us and how we need to be taught and what we need to be able to progress and grow. And so even though it may seem like we're in a hard situation, if we're doing our best and doing what we can, then he'll lead us to where we really need to be. And it may not make sense in the moment, but then if we have, the humility to just trust in his will, then things always work out. And it's even better than what we could have wanted before.